I'll speak to it from all angles, but of course, we understand you need to start from the concern of the people. I personally understand their fears, I personally understand their worries, and I really respect what they feel, and this is something that every leader should take into consideration seriously. Two, the problem we have been having in northern Uganda, especially in Acholi sub-region, it is not something that started recently. This is something that has been around for the last 50 years. Right from the 70s, 80s, 90s, all this period, this sub-region has been going through a lot of turmoil. From Amin's time, Obote 1, Obote 2, Tito, up to when NRM came to power in 86. The wars that have been here until recently, until around about 2007-8, when the IDP camps were dismantled and people went back home. Now all this period of turmoil definitely disintegrated families, disintegrated culture, affected the economy of the place, affected everything, socially, economically, and politically. Now, when you finally have peace, after 50 years of turmoil, definitely all these fears do come. And when especially people know, and which is right, that the only thing they are left with is the land that they have. So a lot of fears comes about the land, because one, over the last 50 years the land has become very fertile because it has been fallow. Two, the land has become very productive. Three, it has attracted so many individuals from around the country and outside the country. And now fourth, which is the most critical thing, is the population has been poor for all this time, and then they are juggling between using the land to make some income and also protecting it. And that is where the delicate balance is. Now, where there is a free movement of capital, these cattle keepers called Balalos were not brought by government to this sub-region. They were brought by individuals. Now, these individuals, if I may take a little back, just before people went back to their homes from the camps, families, clans, and relatives were living together in the camps. And of course, along the way, others lost their lives, others died, other family members migrated to other places, and so there were a lot of disunity in families. Now, all of a sudden, they left the camps and went back home. Now, when they went home, a few of those who survived the wars and other things found the land is there. Then other family members started rivaling amongst themselves over this land that they found. And because of such internal family rivalries, there are members of the same family that could have gone and contacted buyers, or people can come and lease the land, because they felt that they should use that land to get some little income. So these individual cattle keepers started coming through contacts, through agents who are here, and they were coming. They started by renting, they started by leasing, then they moved to buying. They started buying small pieces of land and here and there. All of a sudden, the issue became massive, as it has been reported. When I was a member of parliament for Nuaya County in 2011 to 2015, I also got that as a challenge in my constituency. By that time, the Balalos had already come in this district. So we evicted them. We pushed them back and they went. But now they are back. And that brings me now to the critical thinking. Why do they keep coming back? Even if we push them away today, tomorrow they will still come back. Now that is the issue we need to address. They keep coming back because one, our people are poor. Two, our people have not utilized this land. Three, the land is just there. Now we need to empower our people to utilize their land. Two, we need to protect them from this massive sale that they are doing. Three, whoever comes to utilize this land should only have the user's right, not the total right of a land. And I think the leaders have come to terms with this, and they're trying to work around to make sure that this matter is resolved. And I'm grateful with the presidential order that was given that this Balalo should be evicted. But now the order came in the middle of crisis, when land has already been bought, transactions have already taken place, lawyers were involved, evidence of LC1s, LC2 stamps are there, others have leased, others have bought, others have hired, rented. So that is why it has a bit come at a point when leadership is trying to see how best we can implement this order based on the key issues that we've seen. But of course, we are agro-pastoralists. That means we grow crops and also keep animals. You have come to my village here, you have not seen animals, but we have animals. But we keep them in a different place. Where we grow crops, we don't keep animals. We are now harvesting maize, and if we had cows in this area, this maize would not be harvesting this maize the way we are harvesting them now. So that is how we live as a people. Now, our friends who have just come to graze, to them their livelihood is around the cows, around the cattle. They don't see that there is need for crops also to be grown. And that is how they have been pushing their cows to graze in people's gardens, which has caused a lot of social problems, a lot of complaints here and there. LCs are getting involved. But there are a lot of issues that we need to resolve, and I believe that the government is on top of the situation, and very soon the situation will be normal. But with the condition that we protect the people's land.